February. What's the latest? What's new? What are you excited for in the next month?
Well, we're basically starting a new brain optimization program here. So we're super excited about that. I mean, we're at a point where, I've thought for a long time that heart disease is optional. And now we're thinking that dementia is optional. So we're running trials on all these things. We're involved. These are all under IRB approved trials to sort of collect data and see what happens. But we're very excited about the whole field around both brain and heart health. Yeah.
So, American Heart Month. Sweet taste receptors in the heart, a new pathway for cardiac regulation.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I gathered on this, it's, if you're drinking artificial sweeteners, it can cause your heart to be a little irregular. Is that right?
Well, not exactly. What this is pointing out, though, is that they found that when they gave an artificial sweetener, aspartame, and I'm sure that it's probably true for sugar as well, that the heart actually responds directly to that molecule and increases heart rate and force of contraction, which is interesting. And that's kind of new information, that sugar would actually directly stimulate the heart in terms of force of contraction and heart rate. So that's kind of cool.
What would be your general recommendations about this? Takotsubo syndrome, aka broken heart?
Yeah, it's
talk about that, because it looks like it's on the rise.
Yeah,
somewhat.
Well, it's probably on the rise for a couple different reasons, but also Takotsubo is interesting. My hypothesis is that the female heart.
Dr. Gladden dropping truth bombs. Next article we've got: if you can do this many push-ups, your heart is healthier than you think. Dr. Gladden, truth or myth? What do you think are better ways to measure your heart health?
Well, there are many metrics like this, right? Everybody goes to the gym because they're going to train. But today it's upper body, today it's legs, today it's this. Being fit is actually having a nervous system that is fast and responsive and agile and quick and balanced and all those kinds of things, and powerful and strong, right? When you carry that strength into the unexpected environment of the outdoors, now you have the fun of like, oh yeah, I'm strong. I can pedal up this hill, right? But now I got to dodge that and hop this and whatever else.
What's your normal ratio of strength training outside all of that, and how has it evolved over the last number of years? GLP-1s are being used to treat heart disease. I can assume you have some thoughts about this.
Yeah, well, I mean, GLP-1s were basically, they really were developed for diabetes, but then it was found that, people are actually losing weight on these drugs. So then they became weight loss. People were realizing that when diabetics would take GLP-1s, they had a lower incidence of heart attacks, right, and strokes. And so there was cardiovascular benefit, right? The problem is that it's like anything. If you push it too hard, you start to get the negative effects. And what we find many times is that they're losing muscle instead of fat. And they can be losing bone density. And so we're fans of going about it a little bit differently. So like a magical formula for keeping your arteries healthy, not lose ground and actually gain ground in terms of muscle mass, bone density, and where you really want to be.